Afternoon baseball here on the show. Ought to be a good one here between the Falcons and the Kings. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Aaron Locke starts the game on the mound for the third and final game of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
Well, this guy's kind of unique. How about a 5-pitch repertoire that he has? That gives him a lot of options for both righties and lefties. And if he's on, he could be really tough to hit.
Stepping up now, Bart Flash. And we are ready for some daytime baseball.
The center fielder, Bart.
First delivery to him on the way. Hit on the ground to short. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
Batting second, the designated hitter, Brent Means.
Set to get his day started, Brent Means, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Didn't threaten the zone there. Looked like it might have actually popped out of his hand a little early. Fellas, you take a look at the home side here as they take the field this afternoon. They come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, this is the big one right here. They've split the first 2 games of this series. You want to steal one right here and be feeling good about yourself.
Yeah, Dero, I think one of the things you want to do, you get to the 3rd game, you'd like to win this series and finish it off by winning game 3. It's always nice to win a series, whether it's at home or on the road. So this is a big one for this ball club.
Temperature at game time here today, a very hot 97 degrees at first pitch. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Ed Drummond.
Yeah, Matty, we got a good one behind the dish today in Ed Drummond. Well liked by all people, pitchers, batters, managers. All you want as a player is the ability to talk to someone. And that's what Ed does. He gives you that chance.
Dero, you hit a nail right on the head. He has a real long fuse. He's not afraid to let a hitter or a pitcher, I'm not saying complain about a particular pitch, but he's not the guy that's going to get mad and throw somebody and give him the boot just because a guy doesn't like a pitch or a pitcher thinks that a pitch is a strike and they call it a ball.
Into the box, Jeffrey Bellamy pitches high. The throw is well behind the plate. That's an easy stolen base.
Well, he's certainly doing his best to get his team out to an early lead. Picks up the single and then decides that's not good enough, so he swipes second to get into scoring position. Now we'll see if the guys can pick him up.
1-0 count. Here it is.
That's a pretty tough spot for him to deal with in the first inning. Runner in scoring position already, and now he's got the 3-hitter salivating in a good hitter's count.
Means the runner at second with 1 away. Called a strike on the inside part of the plate. 2-1. In there, 2-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Again, he sends it out of play. That one never threatened the zone. It's gone full now to 3-2.
That was kind of a gift to the hitter. He's up there probably thinking of protecting on 2-2, but when you launch a ball that high out of the strike zone, it's obviously easy to take that one.
Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting fourth, the third baseman, Bruce Sanders.
Now at the plate, Bruce Sanders, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
With a runner on third, 2 outs, base open, and a good hitter at the plate, you have to be smart and not give in. If you walk this guy, so what? It's a lot worse if you give him a ball that he can hurt you on.
2 outs here with a runner at third. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Now 2-0 with a great hitter up, a runner on third and 2 outs. This is not the spot where you want to be challenging a hitter like this. This is where you have to pitch very careful.
The set and the 2-0.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in a count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
That's down low. It's ball 4. And they're at the corners now with 2 away.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Mason.
Coming to the plate now, Mason Kane is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. He's set and the pitch. No balls and a strike to count. Comes set, the 0-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. And that ball gets down out near the wall and should be extra bases. 1 run is scored. Here's a second runner around third. He'll score easily as it's now a 2-0 ball game.
We didn't have to wait long for the offensive fireworks in this one. 2 runners aboard, and he got a pitch he liked. Drove it all the way to the wall to bring in a pair of runs, and they're still in good shape to add on with him at second now.
Stepping into the box, Kevin Root. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First pitch on its way.
Well, I think he's got to find a way out of this jam and limit the damage. If he's unable to do that, this game could get away from him.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. We'll move on to the bottom half of inning number 1. The Falcons are out in front 2-0. David Ellis gets the assignment for the rubber match in this series. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Man, this guy was really rock solid in his last one. 8 solid innings in his last start to pick up the win. We'll see if he can keep it going and make it 2 really good starts in a row.
Into the box now, Dominique Durazo. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The second baseman, Dominique Durazo.
Now the pitch. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss. Fellas, you take a look at these guys as they get onto the field for the bottom of the first here this afternoon. They come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, D-Roll? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
Now a ball sliced out of play down the left field line. And a check swing here, but the bat clearly breaks the plane as he's set down for the first out.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the Blue.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Lifted in the air out towards left center. Sloan will range to his left as he tracks this one down in left center for the second out of the inning.
Batting first, the center fielder, Todd Alexander.
Now batting, Todd Alexander, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. 2 out, nobody on. Who pulled the string and had him way out in front, a ball and a strike. There's a foul ball off to the right side, and that'll move the count to 1-2. A swing and a ground ball to third, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Now the pitch.
Whoa, that's him.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
He got him. Lively fastball that time, and it puts an end to the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning all told. We move ahead to the top of the second now. The Falcons are out on top 2-0. New inning set to get underway. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Joel Sloan.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
Pulls this one in the air out to left. Elmore is right there, and it's a very quick out number one.
Batting eighth, the right fielder, number 54.
Into the box, Blake Hamby. He'll get to take his first cuts here. Now the pitch.
That's the ball. Ball one, no strike.
Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
Too high, and it's 3-0.
3-0.
Well, he was definitely looking fastball here, and he got one. But that was good discipline to lay off and get himself into a 3-0 count.
That one's in there. 3-1. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on the base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Bouncer up the middle, reined in, and the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely. At the plate, Josh Means, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. Now a throw over.
No, he's in there.
And a breaking ball in the dirt that time for a ball. Runner at first here, one man out. Throw over to the bag, and he'll get back in safely. Now the 1-1 pitch. Pitch outside. The throw is not close as he's in there with a stolen base.
Well, they threw over there multiple times thinking he was going to try to swipe that bag, so they were onto him, but he just waited it out and took off when he had the chance. Nice job of base running there.
Runner goes for third. Pitch inside. The throw. The tag's there, and he's out trying to steal third. Great throw.
Thought he might have a chance to get in there safely when he got a good jump from second, but that was a good throw and a good tag to cut him down.
Bases are empty here with two men out. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And he's going to make the catch. And he paid a big price for it, too, as he crashes headlong into the wall. One more look at the final out. A teeth rattler if ever there was one. We're back with more on a Sunday afternoon following this. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and standing in is the veteran third baseman, Fred Blair.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. The 1-0. Swinging a hard liner to center field. Flash is right there, one down.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, Will Elmore.
Set to get his day started, Will Elmore, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. First pitch on its way.
Nope. Count 1-0.
Pulled toward right center field. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Batting fifth, the catcher, Alvaro Lopez.
Set to get his day started, Alvaro Lopez, batting just a notch below 300 so far on the season. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Lays off 1-0. One ball, one strike to count. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Nope, that's a ball.
He's up in the zone a lot right now. Sometimes that can be effective, but I think you have to be careful with that, especially during a day game where the ball tends to carry a lot more.
The 2-1 pitch is a fastball swung on and missed. 2-2. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. Two out, nobody on. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Hamby is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. Top of the third set to get underway, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Bart Flash. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. In there for strike one. The windup and the 0-1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Hey, not normally a good plan to throw 3 consecutive sliders in a row. This guy's slider is so good, I think he might throw it again.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder is on the move. He's there and records the first out. And with that, let's take a moment to show you what's happening in the American League's Western Division. Striding forward now is the DH, Brent Means. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot.
And he pulled up in time, but it's a called strike 2. Stays alive, still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. This one's flared toward left center. And that's in there, base hit.
And from the list of stats you never want to hear if you're a pitcher, we have this. It's only the 3rd inning, and he's already allowed more hits than he did in his entire last outing.
Stepping in now, Jeffrey Bellamy. Now here's a ball hit in the air to straightaway right field. This ball's got plenty of carry to it, and it is out of here. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far as they move on top 4-0.
Hey, that's the price you pay right there when you try and sneak a fastball past this guy. Power hitter, and every power hitter in the league knows you got to start with the numero uno, number 1, man. You got to get on the heater and adjust to everything else, and he did just that.
In now, Bruce Sanders. As he takes a called strike at the knees, it's 0-1. No official at-bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1.
Hey!
Fouled off.
He got a mistake right there, but missed it. Can't foul that pitch off in a big spot. 0-2 count. Heater caught too much of the zone.
Lays off that time, and it's 1-2. Still only 1 out in the inning. And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. So a full count now.
Wow, from 0-2 to 3-2, and that last pitch on 2-2 wasn't even close. He had this guy in the ropes, but now he let him right back into this at bat.
Count is full. Here's the pitch. Count remains full. It's
going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder is on the run. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Mason James.
Trying to pick things up where we left off. Mason Kane stands in here after doubling home 2 in his first at-bat. Now the pitch.
Nope.
And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball. 1-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. A ball and a strike now. Grounder down the line at third. Scooped up. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. But 2 come across to score in the inning, courtesy of this 2-run home run. We played 2.5. The Sandlot is out in front 4-0. Digging in, Danny West. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Here comes the first pitch. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Got him reaching there. Strike 2. Fouled away. The next 0-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that, but most of the time you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
So now to the plate, Jalen Hurt, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1. He comes in with that average down in the 240s. 9 homers and 36 RBIs. The 1-0 misses for the second ball.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches, and when he's getting the ball in his zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
And that fastball's taken, but catches the outer third. And it misses. 3-1 now.
You know, when you haven't gotten a guy on base yet in the entire game, a 3-ball count kind of feels like a little mini rally. Let's see if he can get on.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. And he misses the circle change there, and it's 3-2. Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Payoff pitch one more time. And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away.
That's what you call clipping the outside corner. Great movement on that slider, and it completely locked up the hitter. Didn't fool the umpire, though.
To the plate now, Roberto Velez. As the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. His prior history versus this arm, he's got 5 base hits in 19 tries. He's also been a strikeout victim 6 times. Off the plate and in, hits a ball and a strike.
That's not an easy pitch to do anything with, right? 96 miles an hour in on the hands. You almost have to be looking for that pitch to be able to do anything with that.
Heading out towards shallow right. Long run for the right fielder. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. All set for the start of the fourth, and stepping in is the veteran shortstop, Kevin Root. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes.
Well, it's been a rough one so far. 4 runs through 3 innings. It's about time to get that pitch count down, or he won't be out here very long.
Now the 1-0 is looked at for ball number 2.
If you've been paying attention, the guy on the mound does not want to come inside. If I'm at the plate, I'm leaning out over.
3-0 now.
Kind of frustrating as a pitcher when you start an inning off with 3 straight balls like he has here in the 4th. Makes you start wondering what's going on.
Here it comes, the 3-0. And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
And that's what you want from your leadoff hitter. Shows some great patience and discipline, making the pitcher labor to start the game. The result is a leadoff walk and a chance to make some early noise.
Digging in now, Joel Sloan. And after that quick walk, is it fair to wonder if this starter is beginning to show signs of getting tired?
Yeah, that could be the case, Matty. Sometimes you just lose your focus, lose your command, but it'll be real important for him to get it back as this next hitter walks up to the plate.
Here comes the first pitch. Line drive to left. And that'll get down out there near the wall. And they've really got something going here. Runners at second and third to start the inning.
Oh, D-Roll, that's not a bad way to keep it going. A base hit right there. Hitting streak, 15 games and counting.
Yeah, we're halfway through a calendar month, and he looks up and he's had a knock. You can't get caught up in it. You have to trust the process. Keep doing what got you to this point. Staying focused, not trying to do too much, staying within your plan, and studying the opposing pitcher.
Grant Snyder answers the call from the pen here in the 4th as they didn't get the outing they were hoping for from their starter. At the plate now, Blake Hamby, as he'll take a look at ball 1. And this catches the outside corner, strike 1. And he misses, 2-1. Couple of men in scoring position here with none down. And there's a fastball well off the plate inside.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Hitters count all the way. Here it comes.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
The batter, the catcher, Josh.
Digging in, the switch hitter, Josh Means. He flew out in his last at bat.
Yeah, and I'm sure he'd like a base hit of some sort right here, Matty. But hey, you know what? Another fly out wouldn't be all that bad. If he can get it deep enough, he should be able to drive in a nice run with a sac fly.
Tight spot, bases loaded, nobody out. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. From the belt, kicks and deals. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2.
Hey, this is a monster strikeout situation right here. A double play would be great in this situation, but I know he's going for the K. You get a 1-2 count on a guy, he's going to throw his nastiest stuff.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
All right, no more hoping he's going to chase. It's 2-2 now. You've got to come up with the best pitch right here, because this is definitely a strikeout situation.
Bases loaded here, nobody out. Oh, and a huge strikeout there, as he certainly does his job out of the pen, and we'll see how they go after the next guy here.
Great spot on that 2-2 fastball. You can't place it on the inside corner any better than that, and as a hitter, there's just not a whole lot you can do with that unless you're looking for it and time it just right. Love seeing a guy that can work the inside with his fastball.
Into the box, Bart Flash, as he'll watch a first pitch curveball drop in there for strike 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Bases are loaded with only 1 out. And he'll fall behind now to 1 and 2. From the stretch. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2 and 2. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at-bat going. Now another 2-2. And this misses, so it'll set up a big pitch coming up. It's full 3-2. Brent Means will be next. Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. And a half-hearted attempt that time, but they'll say he broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3-2. When the difference between striking out and drawing the walk can be an inch or 2, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Brent Means stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0. He's set. Now the pitch. This is on the ground to short. Is he going to get out of this? Over to first. He does get out of it, and the inning is over. Settling in now, Dominique Durazo back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Now here it comes.
Ball in.
The 1-0 home. Count even now at 1-1. Pitch on the way. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
Oh, a Fastball swung on and missed, and for the second time today, he's gone on strikes.
Oh, man, he's been absolutely getting overmatched at the plate the last couple of games. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone. So clearly this pitching staff, they figured out how to attack this guy. We'll see if he can make any adjustments.
Standing in now, Maurice Carter, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The pitch. 2-0 now. 1 out, nobody on. And it's fouled away. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Now the catcher wanted it down, and they got him to chase it for strike 2. This is line to left. Sloan is going to get there as he backs up to put it away, and there are 2 gone now.
Boy, sometimes they say you hit it hard and good things will happen. Well, that's not the case right there. That was a bullet that just stayed up and is caught in the outfield.
So striding forward now, Todd Alexander. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss, 1-1. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. The 1-2. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue.
Well, somebody's sitting off speed right here. Only way he was late on that heater is he was expecting another changeup.
And he fouls this one off. Here's another 1-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
Set to deal on 2-2. Got him swinging as he runs the fastball by him to end the inning. Set for the start of the inning, and set to go is the veteran first baseman Jeffrey Bellamy.
The last at bat, Matty V, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter. He got a fastball and didn't miss it. We'll see if they pitch him a little bit differently this time and mix in some off-speed pitches. Like that pitch there, lefty on lefty matchup, curveball away to a lefty, smart pitch.
Right side, he's got it, and the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, third baseman, Bruce Sanders.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Bruce Sanders. First pitch coming, here it is. Hot shot on the ground to short, reined in. And the throw here is going to get him at first. Excellent range there at short, and there are 2 away now.
Now back, second baseman, Mason Kane.
Stepping in, Mason Kane. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. From the stretch. In there, no balls and a strike.
If he's able to locate that 2-seamer down at the knees, he's going to get a ton of swing and miss and a ton of ground balls today.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Going back is the right fielder. And get your groove on. It's into the party porch for a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first home run of the season as they extend the lead to 5-0.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Now batting, the shortstop, Kevin.
Into the box now, Kevin Root. Line to the right side. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Loud noises right here, fellas. Hey, he's going to have to mix it up a little bit more because they are on his stuff.
So now to the plate, Joel Sloan fouled off. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Prior to the 0-1, here's a look to first. And the runner back. And it's quickly 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Hit to third. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. And now, oh, this ball's going to wind up out of play. And a big mistake there.
Well, a part of me wants to applaud him for staying with it and making the throw, but after he bobbled it, he should have just eaten the ball and lived to fight another day. As it is, he gets tagged with an error, and a man is on base.
Digging in to try it again, Blake Hamby. He hits here in a spot where he might be able to put this one out of reach.
Yeah, Matt, down 5, another run across here could very well put the nail in the coffin. Mentally, they might still feel like they've got a shot if they could get out of this jam, though.
First pitch on its way. Hit out towards second. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first in time. And the big inning is avoided as the side is retired. But add on one more as the solo shot stretches their lead even further. On to the bottom of the 5th. The Sandlot leads it 5-0. Ready for another chance? Fred Blair. He'll start things out here in the home 5th, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball. And that changeup makes him jump. A swing and a miss.
Hey, I can understand this batter's frustration right here. He's trying to be aggressive and get something going for his team. They are getting shut out in the 5th inning, but that's exactly why they're getting shut out. You need to keyhole and stay on the attack and make this pitcher come in the middle of the plate.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Fastball didn't miss by much, and it's a full count now, 3-2. Will Elmore waits on deck. No walks so far. Here's the 3-2. Swing, line drive. That's going to be trouble. Legs churning. He's headed for second. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Hey, this team has been shut down offensively up until this point, Dan. But right here, team's first hit of the game in the 5th inning. Let's see if it sparks some offensively.
You know, this will be interesting, D-Row, to see if they can crack this guy's code. A lot of times, once you get that first hit, several begin to fall after that one. So it'll be interesting to see if this guy can put the screws on this one and tighten things up and not allow any more base hits.
Now a ball lined toward the gap in left center, but this will be pulled in out there in left center. Well hit, but a rough out, number 1.
Now batting, catcher Alvaro Lopez.
At the plate, Alvaro Lopez. First pitch on its way, and he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. From the belt, the pitch. A great job of changing speeds there. It's 0-2.
Hey, with first base open, pitcher's definitely going to nibble and try and see if the hitter expands the zone.
1 out and a runner on second base. Popped up. Sanders is there, and he brings it in for the 2nd out of the inning.
Now batting, the right fielder, Danny West.
Now in the box, Danny West. First delivery to him on the way. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. So stepping in, Josh Means. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, in today's game, certainly don't get completely reprimanded for too many strikeouts, but no one likes to go down looking. Expect him to be a little bit more aggressive at the dish this AB.
He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And this is pulled fouled as he was way out in front there. Oh and 1, here it comes.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
It's 1-2.
Clearly wasn't ready for the fastball because it was pretty much center cut and he couldn't pull the trigger. Might have been looking for another curve.
The 1-2 misses, ball 2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Here it comes. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. So a good job to get the out there, but with 5 runs already surrendered, that's not going to do any favors to the team ERA so far this season. And as you can see there, they find themselves hovering just a few spaces above the bottom in the entire American League. Coming to the plate now, Bart Flash. Here comes the first pitch. Now a flare out toward right center. Here comes the right fielder. He can't get to it. This one's down.
You know, D-Row, I'm not sure if you're one of those superstitious guys, but a 13-game hitting streak seems like a pretty good number for this guy.
Yeah, that's the old baker's dozen right there. We're almost looking at 2 weeks of just sleeping like a baby. I can't be. You're going to hear me reiterate this throughout this streak. I can't tell you, when you're swinging the bat like this, your food tastes better, your wife gets prettier, everything is just working.
Brent Means comes on with 1 gone here as he looks at a called strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Here's the 0-1 pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Runners on first with one down. Two balls and a strike. Here's the 2-1. Line drive to center field, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Wow, talk about having a pretty special game. That's his third single of the game, D-Row. 3 for 4. Not a bad game.
Yeah, just not trying to do too much, Dan. Taking what the pitcher's giving him right here. If the fastball's away, shooting it the other way. If he's got something hanging in the middle of the plate, turning and burning a little bit. Nice execution.
Stepping in now, Jeffrey Bellamy. 1 ball, no strikes the count. A 1-0 delivery. A ball and a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. And he takes ball 2, and it's 2-1.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be really aggressive. With 2 guys already on, pretty good shot. He's going to get a challenge pitch right here.
Now the 2-1 pitch. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. A bare hand for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So digging in now, Jalen Hurt will start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. Falls behind in the count, 2-0. It's time to start getting locked in.
And there's a swing and a miss, 2-1 now.
Hey, this guy's done a better job than expected. He's made some bad pitches in the strike zone, but so far he hasn't gotten hurt by him.
Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Breaking ball called just a bit low.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
Now the payoff pitch home. Locks him up for strike 3.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
At the plate, Roberto Velez hit weakly back to the mound. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
The batter number 14, second baseman, Dominique Durazo.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Dominique Durazo. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. First offering on its way. Good fastball down around the knees there, taken for a strike. A little roller toward the hole. Off balance throw gets him. Nice play there as the side is retired. William Bush will come on to make his 40th appearance this season. Seventh inning ready to roll and set to go as the third baseman, Bruce Sanders.
Bruce Sanders.
First delivery to him on the way. And he gets ahead 0-1. So far this season, Sanders is carrying a slugging percentage under .350. Needless to say, he's not a big extra base hitter home run guy right here. 0-1 count and the pitch. Fouled away. Oh, and 2 count. Here's the pitch. Tried to throw the fastball by him, but it's high. 1-2. And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Still a ball and 2 strikes.
Great job of running that fastball in on his hands right there with 2 strikes. Even though the batter's able to foul that one off, he's set up for almost anything in this pitcher's arsenal.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And it's fouled away.
You're lucky if you get 1 pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
Outside and a full count, 3-2.
You can certainly tell at bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher. But you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
He's set. Here's the 3-2. And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Into the box, Mason Hain, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The 1-0. Hard hit ball to second. A dive. He's got it. He is out.
Big league play in the hole right there, and that's a pretty good example of why getting hits at this level is so difficult. You know he was running down the line thinking, for real? You gotta be kidding me.
Ready now, Kevin Root. He singled his last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Strike taken up in the zone. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
Now to the plate, Joel Sloan. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. He's set. Here it comes. Good slider there. Gets a swing and miss. Two out with the man at first. Pitch out. Nothing doing. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Inside, ball 2.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Now a move over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. And another throw over, and he'll dive back in. Now the 2-1 pitch. Popped him up. Blair in foul ground. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join us for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
Leading off the inning, Maurice Carter, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally. Hey, there's an old saying in baseball, you need to take a strike in this spot. Well, he got one there. Now he just needs to find a way to get on.
Down the third baseline. He's got it. Throw on to first in time, 1 away.
The center fielder, number 9, Todd Alexander.
Stepping into the box, Todd Alexander is hoping to avoid the hat trick. He struck out in each of his first 2 plate appearances so far. Now the pitch.
Right guy, right spot. This is one of the better hitters in their lineup. Just the guy they want to see coming up now to get this inning going.
Now the 1-0. It's a fastball that misses.
A couple strikeouts early in the game, but he's done a much better job in this at bat, trying to get ahead and put himself in a good hitter's count.
And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now.
A pretty aggressive pitch right there up in the zone. Surprised he didn't offer at it.
High and deep down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Bases are empty, 1 man out. He struck him out the 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
He's really racked up the strikeouts in this one, and this guy's been victimized 3 times already today. He and this lineup are clearly having a really tough time picking him up.
Standing in now, Fred Blair, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball 1. He's 1 for 2 in this one. The 1-0.
That's Bolton.
Boy, they've been just getting shut down right here. Been a while since they've even had a runner on. So I think it's time to start looking for ways to make some things happen. Drop a bunt, get up on the plate, something.
Called a strike there, 2-1. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. And this one bounds around against the wall. And this throw gets away from him.
Well, the pitcher can't really worry about that one. I mean, it was only their 2nd hit of the game, so he's doing a lot of things right. Let's see if he can leave him out there now.
Into the box now, Will Elmore, high in the air out to center field. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. More to come on the show Sunday Baseball after this.
Your
Roberto
attention, please.
Abreu has been summoned from the bullpen as he'll do so to start the 8th.
Abreu.
Ready to begin the 8th, and at the plate will be the speedy outfielder, Blake Hamby.
The right fielder. Number 54.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Hey.
Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike 2. And this pitch is up and in as he backs away. It's ball 1.
Not sure if that was a purpose pitch or not, but I liked it. As a pitcher, sometimes you've got to be willing to back the guy off the plate by running something hard inside. You can't just let guys be comfortable standing in the batter's box against you.
Swung on and missed. Really fooled him that time for the first out. Time to take a look at our starter comparison to this point, and the telling numbers can be found on the left side of your screen. Zeros in the run and earned run columns. Striding in once again, Josh Means. Here's the first pitch to him. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. One out, nobody on. That's 2-0 now. Here's the pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and it's 2-1 now. Here it comes. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. Changeup taken for ball 3, well below the zone.
It'd be great right here if he was able to work himself on base. You got the leadoff hitter on deck, and you know the middle of the order is coming up right behind him.
Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His third punch out of the game.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Plate now, Bart Flash. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. The windup and the 0-1. Two out, nobody on. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Striding into the box, Alvaro Lopez. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
Hey, sometimes you have to look at it like it's not how or how many. Pitching very well into this one into the late innings, and his first pitch strike percentage less than 50%. He'd like it to be a lot higher than that. He's making it very difficult on himself, but he's still getting outs.
And he fouls this one off. Another 0-2 home. Fouled off. The next 0-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
And it's late in his afternoon of work, and the longer this at bat goes, the better chance of him making a mistake. But as a guy starts to tire, they're more likely to leave the ball up. But man, he's been good so far.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit, or at least force him out of the game.
This is skied out toward right. Hamby is there, 1 away.
Now back, the right fielder, Danny West.
Skipper's out of the third base dugout on his way toward the mound. And we're going to have a pitching change, as that's going to be all for his starter this afternoon. So he was able to only get that first out in the 8th, but nonetheless he'll depart with the lead. Billy Gant answers the call now, looking to get this one onto the 9th inning without any trouble.
Yeah.
At the plate, Danny West. Here comes the first pitch.
Oh, that's it.
Here comes the 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
I think he kind of trained the hitter's eyes in that at bat. What I mean is you'll find the first 3 pitches are all down around the knee. So as a hitter, he's probably looking down there again, and that's the perfect time to raise his sights and make a good pitch up.
To the plate now, Jalen Hurt, as he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Out of play off to the right. It's 1-1. Pitch on the way. Got him. And that's the 3rd time we've written a K next to his name in this one. To the plate now is the designated hitter, Brent Means. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
First pitch coming. Here it is. A ball and no strikes.
Ball 1, no strike. Ball 2.
Changeup stays outside and is behind 2-0.
No strike.
Two and 1 to count.
Hey, last 2 pitches back to back, off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Ready on 3-1. Here's the pitch. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Jeffrey.
Digging in, Jeffrey Bellamy. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Here comes the first pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1.
And when you're already down 5, the last thing you want to do is fall behind in a count when you're on the mound. That's not going to do anything to help you get back into this thing.
Here's the 1-0. Here's a look over to first. Runner back standing. And now a fastball, but he's able to hold off on it, and it's 2-1 now.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Throw over to first, and the runner back in standing. Now the 2-1. Grounded to the right. Oh, way to get dirty. To second for 1. Safe.
Boy, that was a smooth play, wasn't it? Great job to lay out and make the stop, and then to feed the second from his knees for the out. Pretty impressive display there.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Bruce Sanders. He's set. Now the pitch. And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. Now a throw over, and he's back in standing. Now the 1-1 pitch is strike 2, swinging.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all 4 corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
And he goes down and gets this one as it's lifted high into the air out to medium deep center. Alexander is there to put it away, and the runner will be forced to retreat back to first.
Now batting, second baseman, Mason James.
In now, Mason Hain. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. From the stretch, here's the pitch. It looked like the fastball got away from him there. Perhaps a little low there. It's 2-0. Has a look. Now the pitch. Hit the other way out toward right field. West is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 man left on. 9-1. Striding in to start the 9th, Roberto Velez, and they'll need him to get something going here. Fouled away. The 0-1 on its way.
No, that's low. Ball. You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Gant has tossed over 30 innings so far this season, and over those innings he's worked to a whip of just a little over 1.3, so he's a reliable arm in terms of limiting traffic on the base paths. Locked him up with the off-speed stuff on that one. Roberto Velez is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Dominique Durazo comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. 2-0 now. And the pitch.
That's ball 3. 3-0. Aye.
1 out, nobody on. Hit sharply on the ground. He's right there. On to first, and they're an out away. 2 gone here in the 9th. Standing in, Maurice Carter. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. This one's down to third. And that's through for a hit.
He looked a little bit out in front right there, but he's able to pull that ground ball through the hole for a single.
Alexander.
So now to the plate, Todd Alexander. And he's first pitch swinging here as he lines this one into left field for a base hit.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with 2 runners on board. Let's see if they can continue it.
And now time is called, and the reliever is warm out there. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. The 0-1. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there. 2 down, runners at first and second. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Now a swing and a miss on a pitch that tied him up in knots, and the ball game is over.
Hey, it's hard to win games at any point, but to win games on the road, especially in this ballpark, so they are very happy with this win.
5-0 the final score today. The Sandlot jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. David Ellis earns his
It's Monday morning and welcome to Inside the Show. Starting in the AL West, the Falcons held the opposition at bay with only 4 hits as they took down the Kings 5-0. At the start of the day, the Kings are in last place in the AL West. The Vulcans were winners over the Vulcans 1-0.